Alrighty. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of saying goodbye. I think a lot of people, they're actually held back by their inability to let things go. Let people go. And the reason why this is at the forefront of my mind is because I just hosted a 2-week mastermind for my Academy of Excellence members, and quite frankly, it was the best 2 weeks of my life. Such an incredible, stellar group of lads. But alas, all good things must come to an end. And because of the type of lifestyle that I lead, I've been living out in Thailand, in places like tropical islands, Koh Samui, for 2 to 3 years now. And just by nature of that, I'm constantly meeting new, amazing people. And likewise, I'm constantly saying bye to amazing people as well, because when you're living this entrepreneurial life, life moves fast. People move on. People want to change environments, especially if they're a bit more of a digital nomad type of guy who likes traveling. They want to see the rest of the world. So I guess I've become very used to saying goodbye. But for a lot of my students at the mastermind, saying bye to the people who they've just made lifelong friends with was really difficult. And I can get why. But it's like there's a slight mentality shift which is necessary to make saying these goodbyes a lot easier. And this can apply to really any facet of your life. You're going to have to say goodbye to friends, family, women, because if you're a man who's genuinely pursuing excellence, your mission is going to require you here, there, and fucking everywhere. And likewise, if you are a man pursuing excellence, you're going to be hanging around with a bunch of other guys who are also pursuing excellence, which means they're constantly going to be in, out, everywhere, right? And something I've realized is that while saying goodbye is sad, it was sad to see, my students go. A lot of them are actually staying out here and going all in on themselves in Thailand, which is awesome, but a few of them going home, back to Canada, back to Hungary, back to Moldova, wherever, and Lord knows when I'll see them again. But the thing is, you either choose to feel the sadness of saying goodbye to people, or you choose stagnation. What do I mean by that? Let's say I was terrified of saying goodbye, right? That would mean that I am far less likely to take the sort of risks that I need to take to actually pursue my own self-mastery. So if I was terrified of saying bye, I would stay with the girl in the relationship when it's not working or it's holding me back. I would stay in the friendship groups which are constantly not reinforcing my self-identity and in fact going against it. I would stay in my hometown with my family because I don't want to say goodbye to my family. When you put it like that, between the options of saying goodbye to someone, even if it is forever, but most of the time it's just temporary anyway, versus stagnation, that's the choice you have to make. And I don't think many people realize that. I don't think for many people it doesn't really click in their head that if they choose to not say goodbye for the sake of comfort or to appease their parents or their friends or the girl that they're with, they are trading in their pursuit of excellence a lot of the time. Because you need self-autonomy. You need to be able to take the risks. You need to be able to let go and say goodbye to old things to allow new things into your life. And trust me, it's very painful. I remember the first time I was in Thailand, when I was leaving and I was saying goodbye to my friends who I'd made out there, Jack Hopkins and Bill Clark, I was so fucking upset by that. It cut me deep. I was like, fuck, man. I'm gonna miss these guys so much. But because I made that choice then, and because I continued my pursuit of excellence relentlessly, I've positioned myself now where I'm just running into them. Oh, Bill is in Bangkok right now. Oh, hey Bill, what's up, bro? There has been many points in my life where I've had to say goodbye to someone or something. And every single time it's been really, really painful, saying goodbye to my family because I want to move across the world. Saying goodbye to old friends because our habits no longer align. Or saying goodbye to friends because they just logistically aren't going to be in the same area as me. I'm constantly saying goodbye to things and people. And that is a part of this journey, and it's something that you have to get used to. But I want to remind you, during those times where it's sad and you're saying goodbye and fuck, you don't know when you're going to see them again, the other alternative is just stagnation, staying the same. And to me, that isn't an option. There's a great saying that I really like, and it's kill the boy and let the man be born. And the man is born through consistent sacrifice. You cannot be rebirthed into a new person without shedding your old self-identity, and that includes your environment and your people. If you want to walk this pursuit of excellence, be prepared and become comfortable with saying goodbye to people. And God willing, you say goodbye to people, your paths will cross again in the future should they remain aligned to their mission and should you remain aligned to your mission. But guys, much like with anything in life, it's mission first. Because if you're not serving yourself and your own mission, you can't serve anyone else anyway. I think the most applicable example of this is literally just leaving your parents' house, dropping out of university. Sorry, mom, I don't want to do this anymore. A lot of my students really struggle with this. A lot of them have dropped out and it's really fucking paid off for them, but a lot of them are just locked in. Going to uni, they've got a girlfriend. When you're in that position, just know you are at massive risk of stagnation. You're fucking locked down, man. And most of the time, it's not even a choice that you've made. It's just a subconscious desire to be approved of by parents or friends or of society. Like, oh yeah, I should finish university because I have to. It's bollocks. You holding on to that and not being willing to say goodbye will be your downfall. Be very careful.